Hello, I'm SammyP. Welcome to episode 3 of my Let's Voice series for Pathfinder Kingmaker. This is a series where I use the excuse of practicing my voice acting to justify playing video games. And if you enjoy the series, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. It's a great way to help the channel. If you're not enjoying the video, constructive criticism is always appreciated. The dislike button's right there. In fact, all comments are welcome, just no spoilers. As always, I'm particularly interested in any sort of character advice and Pathfinder tips, because I'm not as familiar with Pathfinder as I am with other games. But we're learning. What's this? Lethal stance. Right, we just did that. Alright, so we're going to have to look around. See if we can find... Why is everyone walking so slowly? Why... Good God, why is it so slow? Alright, thought there was... Because I'm supposed to be looking to where you can put, like, traps and... Oh, traps and tar. Spill tar near the trading post entrance to help slow down. Potatoes. Oh, it's infuriating that it's walking everywhere. Alright, that's... Suddenly they're running. You notice some good skilled traps in the box. Oh, neat. Alright, so the traps are at the entranceway. What else have we got? Old well has been renovated and cleaned. It even has a new roof. Longsword, buckler, a heavy crossbow. Oh, look at that. That big fella. I mean... I've already got such melee people. I should probably just leave him as ranged for the moment. He can run in and help if he needs to. Oh, doggy. Oh. I thought I actually had to, like, pick where I was going to put the traps and stuff, but apparently it's just do it. Okay. Cool. Oh, actually, we'll talk to this guy first. Vulcan. Vulcan? A frail, disheveled old man wearing a stained, tattered robe gives you a gloomy look. I'm Vulcan, local herbalist. What brings you here? Well, we could use... Well, tell me about yourself. What's there to tell? I'm a herbalist. Make potions and sell them. Gather herbs, roots, berries. I live in the forest, live off the land. Since leaving Restov for these parts, I ended up a merchant here at Oleg and Svetlana's post. They help me out of kindness, help me with things. They bring me water or firewood when it's cold, occasional barrel of honey. They're good people. Well, we could use your help fighting the bandits. Oh, where's this coming from? You want an old man like me to fight? Here, take this potion. Consider that my help in your fight. A coward's excuse. How predictable. We'll talk later. Oleg seems to be even gloomier and Svetlana sorrowful. Both of them look at you intently. I am prepared for the attack. Get in your positions and wait. Fear not. I'll stand between you and this scum. You're under my protection. Amiri flexes her shoulders. Finally! A fight! I was bored with all that talking. I see you're not easily cowed. I beg you, be careful. Please don't let Oleg do something too risky. Svetlana, go inside. We're going to meet our guests. Okay. I mean, that worked. I don't want them running into the traps. I don't know if they're party friendly. Oh, there's another one. That wasn't too difficult. Anything particularly... Oh, a magic cloak. We'll collect it all because we're going to sell it. Cloak is a cloak of resistance to all saving throws. I do like that all the weapons appear on you. So you've got the torch, got the thing, got the crossbow. I think the traps were party-friendly. Oleg is breathing heavily, but he shakes his fist in the air menacing. You rats got what you deserved. Now they'll know better than to treat honest people like cattle. You should call Boken out before he freezes in those bushes. Now, my lord, head up to the guest rooms on the second floor. You deserve some rest after such a battle. I need to clean things up. Okay. Alright, we'll settle everything in the morning, I guess. Well, tomorrow. Where is Boken? There's a loud rabbit. Did I not need to get Bogan? We should call Bogan out. Okay. I guess. Guess not. Alright, let's rest. I'm glad they left. Now please excuse me, I've much to do. We'll speak tomorrow. Yoink. Okay. It's locked. We have no one with trickery. Will-o-wisp, an amusing, glowing ball which looks harmless and doesn't arouse any natural suspicion. Pretends to be a guiding light in the marshes, but leads travelers to certain death. The agonizing fear of their victims is this monster's nourishing dinner. If you manage to resist their tricks, make sure you have some electrical protection. The monster electrocutes any visitors it fails to lure into terror. Werewolf. Werewolves prefer to hunt in groups and attack lone travelers. It's entirely possible that a Verthan camp or troop could turn into a pack of bloodthirsty lycanthropes under the cover of darkness. Ordinary weapons stand little chance against them, but a silver blade greatly increases your chance of survival. Primals. Powerful creatures of the primal realm occasionally visit this world for amusement. The best stay out of primal's way. Don't fight it, it's extremely dangerous. But if a life is at stake, resort to cold steel. Okay. You wake up from a nasty dream that tortured you almost all night long. In it you saw a wall of unnaturally thick fog that surrounded you, slowly moving closer and closer. A quick look out the window, and you find out that the fog was not a figment of your imagination, not a dream, and then... Hi. A half-transparent outline of a beautiful nymph appears before you. Even in this ghostly form, it's clear that she's exhausted. Her shoulders are slouched, her large blue eyes burn within her pale face. Hear me? Please, hear me? Can you hear me, please? Her voice is barely more than a whisper as she reaches towards you. Alright. It seems that only you can see or hear the nymph. Who are you? Who am I? Just a tear shed by the land, the bitter sigh of nature. I'm a nymph, the garden of this area. A defeated guardian. Call me the guardian of the bloom, if you wish. What do you want from me? Aid. Salvation. We have a common enemy. I long have searched for someone who can defeat him, the one you call the Stag Lord. As a storm strikes ruthlessly with gusts and lightning, the Stag Lord wreaks havoc with the swords of his servants, and not just in the world of people. The land also suffers from the evil he brings. My forests and my flowers suffocate in this fog. Soon, even I will vanish, as the last ray of light fades at dusk. The Stag Lord is responsible for the fog. Well, yes, it hides his fortress, as well his dark deeds, but while responsible, he did not create this affliction. It is the work of a powerful druid who was betrayed even himself. I know not why the powers do not leave this renegade, but even I was unable to defeat him. How can I help you? This fog. It enshrouds, entangles, suffocates. If only I could learn how it was created, but my powers wane. I have barely the strength to call out to you. All I know for certain is that somewhere in this forest lies an old house, and it echoes with the remnants of a strange power. The Stag Lord and his druid were there. The fog hides this place from me, but I can point you to the bandits' camp near the Thorn Ford. Make them tell you where this place is. Go there and listen to the echo. Catch the whispers. Search for anything that can tell you how the fog was created. Once the fog clears, nature will breathe again, and you will be able to easily find your way to the fortress of our mutual enemy. All right, I understand. Farewell. I don't believe in fate, stranger. Our meeting seems more than a coincidence. The nymph's whisper fades as she disappears. I mean, I better get rewarded. There are no threats in this location. It is a sort of headquarters where you can prepare your party for a new expedition. Such locations, companions don't follow you around and will go about their own business. You can speak to them freely to get to know them better. Once you visit the location and return to the little map, you will have to choose your companions whenever you meet a new companion, but don't want to include them in your party. Yep. Cool. Kitty. Oh. There's all the pre-water stuff. Amulet increases by 1 the DC of all enchantment school spells. Oh. Cool. I mean, I guess +1 confidence to all skill checks is worth wearing a hat. And that's fine. Owl kitten. I don't... Is it permanent? You know what? Oh, damn it. Oh. Just in case. Well, now I'm really not sure. I have no idea what's good. What? Okay. Binaural 8 eyes. The elf looks straight at you, though through the tangled hair falling over her face. Hey, you're an adventurer, right? Seeking a fortune in the stolen lands? You aren't the only one of your kind here. Take my advice. Keep your eyes open and watch your back. Oh, okay. Hang on. Hey, you're an adventurer, right? Seeking your fortune in the stolen lands. You aren't the only one of your kind here. Take my advice. Keep your eyes open and watch your back. Sometimes, the one who's who call themselves your friends are the more dangerous than your enemies. Judging by the elf's voice, it's obvious that she started the day with a jug of wine. Who are you? The elf grunts. Norol Eight Eyes. Once upon a time, I was famous throughout Absalom. Norol Eight Eyes of the Reckless Six. Well, glory passes quickly. A few miserable decades later, and no one recognizes you on the street anymore. What a shame. For more than 4,000 years, Absalom has been the city at the center of the world. Metropolis-sized showcase of the greatest treasure in all Golgarian. Cool. Why called Eight Eyes? Once, long ago, I could spot an enemy and pin him to a wall before you'd even think of attacking. Some said I had 8 eyes and looked all around at once, though it seems I've outlived my nickname. Norol stretches her arm forward, her palms trembling noticeably. I've been drinking so much lately, it's best I don't test my skills too often. Where were you when the trading post was attacked? I was hunting. Got a little lost in the mist, which is the first time that's happened to me, I guess. I should go easier on the drink. But don't you imagine I'd be scared of a good fight if only I'd known I was missing all the action. I see you've got everything under control. A famous pathfinder, here in the middle of nowhere. Why? Oops. You want to know how one could exchange the life of a pathfinder for this sorry, drunken rat hole? The light in Norol's eyes goes out as if someone had blown out a candle. All right. You lose all your friends because of one scumbag, and then you'll understand. I was the only one to return from the final campaign of the Reckless Six, and whatever is left of me, I can't be called a seeker anymore. Norol remains silent for a long time, as if wondering if she wishes to poke the old wound. Here's the story. Our leader, Vermelt, was the best of us. Wise, brave, friends with everyone. One of those friends, Adrisant, sent him a disturbing letter. He stumbled upon mention of some ancient books on the arts of necromancy. Secrets like those are best left hidden forever. Trust me, I've seen what that kind of magic can do. The elf bites her lip. To make a long story short, these volumes were supposedly hidden in the catacombs of Glauspire. We decided that the books should be retrieved and kept safe by the society. We gathered in a tavern, discussed the expedition, and proceeded to Ustalaf. It was a normal mission, quick and quiet recovery. And Norol smiles bitterly. But everything turned out to be much more complicated. We barely made it through the Witchgate Forest. All those terrible living trees, undead druids and their archers of bone. It was a miracle we managed to make it out alive. We'd chosen Renchurch to stop at. It was marked on Vermelt's map as a safe enough haven to hold up in and lick our wounds. I wish that had been true. Vermelt was the first to perish. He was attacked by one of the monsters hiding in the stables, tossed him about like a feather, threw him down an ancient well. His shout echoed for a long time. I didn't hear the sound of him landing. And then Norol pauses, turns away, hiding her eyes. Enough. I shouldn't have gotten into this. Who am I to stir up others' feelings with all my chatter? We'd better forget about it for now. Maybe I'll tell you more about it sometime, but not today. Well, would you like to join me? No, I've got enough to do already. You'd be better on your own. I have to go. Good day. I hope you're feeling all right after that battle. I can't thank you enough for what you've done. Definitely don't want to waste your time, but if you have a moment, I have a request. What do you want to ask me? Svetlana lowers her head. This is a very personal request, and maybe not important enough for your time. I'll completely understand if you say no. But the first time the Stag Lord's thugs came here demanding money, they also took my wedding ring. Just tore it off my hand. It's just a trinket, really, but it meant so much to me. I remember every moment of the day Oleg came to me, that ring in hand, to ask if I'd marry him. I was standing in a fancy dress on the stairs of my father's home, fearing that I'd misheard something, or that I'd say something stupid, and everyone would laugh. Svetlana interrupts herself, shaking her head gently. If you happen to find the ring amongst the bandits' possessions, please bring it back to me. It's easy to recognize. My name is engraved inside the band. Svetlana drops her eyes, lowering her voice. There is one more thing. Among the bandits, there's a dark-haired woman who wields dual axes. She's not bad in a fight. In fact, she can be extremely dangerous and cruel. But please, I beg you, show her mercy if you have a chance. I can't promise anything, but if I do come across your ring, I'll return it to you. I understand. I appreciate your effort you're putting into it. And tell me about yourself. How did you and your husband find the courage to establish a trading post in the stolen lands? Oh, it was Oleg's idea, though I supported him in it. We didn't realize how dangerous it was here, of course. In Restov, everyone respects the Sword Lords, and everyone's accustomed to relying on them. Even the mention of someone like Lady Jamandi would be enough to fend off a street thug or some other trouble. It could maybe even work in some places here, but well, not with the Stag Lord's men. Well, what can you tell me about the Stag Lord? He's not just some average bandit. If no one puts a stop to him, he'll turn the stolen lands into his personal kingdom. A kingdom of fear and oppression. Fear always follows power. It'd be naive to think the Stag Lord is so much different from any other ruler. Svetlana lowers her head. You might be right. But life without hope is just... it's too bitter. I have to go. Farewell. Well, there's Amiri. I think that's where we're going to stop the episode. I actually remembered to keep a timer going this way, and didn't forget like last episode, and suddenly the episode's twice as long as I expected it to be. That's okay. We've made contact with Oleg. We've beaten back the first wave of bandits, and we guess we can go looking for this hut that might have this echo of magic or whatever it was the nymph was talking about. But I've been SammyP. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have, as I said, liking, sharing, subscribing. Ooh, excuse me. Fantastic ways to help the channel. And if you didn't enjoy it, constructive criticism is always welcome, as are all comments, just no spoilers. But join me for episode 4, and we're going to hunt down a Stag Lord.